The Nostromo ship, the iconic vessel of the Alien universe, the 1979 film Alien revolutionized the science fiction and horror genres, and at the heart of this revolution was the commercial space tug, the Nostromo. This massive industrial spacecraft is not just a setting for the film's terrifying events, it's a character in its own right. With its gritty, lived-in design and claustrophobic interiors, the Nostromo perfectly encapsulates the tone of the Alien universe. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the history, design, and significance of the Nostromo, exploring why it remains one of the most iconic ships in sci-fi history. The Nostromo's role in the Alien universe. The Nostromo is a commercial touring vehicle owned by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, a powerful megacorporation that plays a central role in the Alien franchise. The ship's primary mission is to transport refined ore from mining operations across the galaxy. However, as we see in Alien, the Nostromo is also equipped to handle unexpected situations, such as investigating distress signals from uncharted planets. The ship's crew consists of 7 members: Captain Dallas, Executive Officer Kane, Warrant Officer Ripley, Science Officer Ash, and Engineers Parker, Brett, and Lam. The Nostromo serves as both their workplace and their home, creating a sense of isolation and vulnerability that heightens the film's tension. Chapter 2. The design of the Nostromo. The Nostromo's design is a masterpiece of industrial sci-fi aesthetics. Designed by Ron Cobb and Chris Voss with input from Ridley Scott, the ship is a stark contrast to the sleek, futuristic designs often seen in science fiction. Instead, the Nostromo is bulky, utilitarian, and worn down, reflecting its role as a working-class vessel. The ship's exterior is dominated by its massive refinery, which it tows behind it like a trailer. This refinery is a key part of the Nostromo's mission, but it also adds to the ship's sense of scale and realism. The interiors, designed by Michael Seymour and Roger Christian, are equally impressive. The narrow corridors, dim lighting, and labyrinthine layout create a sense of claustrophobia and unease, making the Nostromo the perfect setting for a horror story. Chapter 3. The Nostromo as a character. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Nostromo is how it functions as a character in the film. The ship's groaning metal, flickering lights, and eerie silence contribute to the atmosphere of dread. It feels alive yet indifferent to the fate of its crew. This sense of a hostile environment is amplified by the ship's AI, Mother, which prioritizes the company's interests over the crew's survival. The Nostromo's design also reflects the themes of the film. Its industrial, utilitarian aesthetic underscores the dehumanizing effects of corporate greed, while its claustrophobic interiors mirror the crew's growing sense of entrapment as the xenomorph stalks them. Key locations on the Nostromo is divided into several key areas, each of which plays a role in the film's narrative. The bridge, the nerve center of the ship where the crew monitors their mission and communicates with Mother. It's here that the crew first learns of the distress signal from Liv 426. The mess hall, a small cramped space where the crew eats and socializes. This area humanizes the characters, making their eventual fate all the more tragic. The engineering deck, part of the ship where Parker and Brett work to keep the Nostromo running. This area is filled with pipes, vents, and machinery, creating a maze-like environment that becomes a hunting ground for the xenomorph. The medical bay, where Kane is treated after being attacked by the facehugger. This area is sterile and clinical, contrasting with the rest of the ship's grimy aesthetic. The escape shuttle, Narcissus, the crew's last hope for survival. The shuttle's cramped interior adds to the tension during the film's climax. Chapter 5. The Nostromo's legacy. The Nostromo has left an indelible mark on science fiction. Its design has influenced countless other films, TV shows, and video games, from Event Horizon to Dead Space. The ship's gritty, industrial aesthetic has become a staple of the used future style popularized by Star Wars and Blade Runner. The Nostromo also set the standard for how spaceships are portrayed in horror. Its claustrophobic interiors and sense of isolation have been emulated in countless other works. Few have matched the original's impact. Chapter 6. For Nostromo in popular culture, the Nostromo has become a cultural icon, appearing in everything from fan art to video games. Its name and design are instantly recognizable to sci-fi fans, and it remains a symbol of the Alien franchise's enduring appeal. The ship has also been the subject of extensive analysis and discussion. Fans have created detailed blueprints and 3D models of the Nostromo, while scholars have examined its design and symbolism in academic papers. The Nostromo's fate. The Nostromo meets a fiery end in Alien as Ripley activates the ship's self-destruct mechanism to prevent the xenomorph from reaching Earth. The destruction of the Nostromo is a pivotal moment in the film, symbolizing the crew's ultimate sacrifice and the futility of their struggle against the xenomorph. However, the Nostromo's legacy lives on. The ship's design and themes continue to inspire new generations of filmmakers and fans, ensuring that it remains a cornerstone of the Alien universe. Chapter 8. The Nostromo's influence on sci-fi design. The Nostromo's design has had a profound impact on the science fiction genre. Its industrial, utilitarian aesthetic has influenced the look of countless other spaceships, from the Sulaco in Aliens to the USG Ishimura in Dead Space. The ship's used future style, characterized by rust, grime, and wear, has become a hallmark of realistic sci-fi design. The Nostromo's influence can also be seen in the way spaceships are portrayed in horror. Its claustrophobic interiors and sense of isolation have set the standard for creating tension and fear in confined environments. The Nostromo's crew and their dynamics. The crew of the Nostromo is one of the most memorable aspects of the film. Each character is well-defined and relatable, making their eventual fate all the more tragic. The dynamics between the crew members, ranging from camaraderie to tension, add depth to the story and make the Nostromo feel like a real workplace. Captain Dallas is the pragmatic leader, while Kane is the curious and impulsive executive officer. Ripley, the warrant officer, is the voice of reason, often clashing with the others over decisions. Ash, the science officer, is cold and calculating, with a hidden agenda. Engineers Parker and Brett provide comic relief, while Lamber's fear and vulnerability make her one of the most sympathetic characters. Chapter 10. The Nostromo's AI Mother. The Nostromo's AI is a key element of the ship's character. As the ship's central computer, Mother is responsible for managing its systems and communicating with the crew. However, Mother's loyalty lies with the Weyland-Yutani Corporation, not the crew. This becomes evident when it's revealed that the company has prioritized capturing the xenomorph over the crew's safety. Mother's cold, mechanical voice and lack of empathy add to the sense of dread, making it clear that the crew is on their own. The AI's role in the story underscores the film's themes of corporate greed and the dehumanizing effects of technology. Chapter 11. The Nostromo sound design of the Nostromo is another key element of its character. The ship's groaning metal, hissing steam, and flickering lights create an atmosphere of unease and tension. The sound of a xenomorph moving through the ship's vents is particularly terrifying, adding to the sense of claustrophobia and dread. The Nostromo's sound design is a testament to the film's attention to detail and its commitment to creating a realistic and immersive environment. Chapter 12. The Nostromo's cultural impact. The Nostromo has become a cultural icon, appearing in everything from fan art to video games. Its name and design are instantly recognizable to sci-fi fans, and it remains a symbol of the Alien franchise's enduring appeal. Fans have created detailed blueprints and 3D models of the Nostromo, while scholars have examined its design and symbolism in academic papers. Chapter 13. The Nostromo's legacy in the Alien franchise. The Nostromo's legacy extends beyond the original Alien film. Its design and themes have influenced the entire Alien franchise, from the Sulaco in Aliens to the USS Covenant in Alien Covenant. The ship's gritty, industrial aesthetic and claustrophobic interiors have become a hallmark of the franchise, setting the tone for its blend of science fiction and horror. Chapter 14. The Nostromo's influence on modern sci-fi. The Nostromo's influence can be seen in countless modern sci-fi works. Its used future style has become a staple of the genre, influencing films like The Expanse and Blade Runner 2049. The ship's claustrophobic interiors and sense of isolation have also set the standard for creating tension and fear in confined environments. The Nostromo kills create a sense of realism and maps. As we continue to explore the alien universe, the Nostromo remains a reminder of where it all began.